Hey, Coach Francis here. I usually speak a lot about dopamine and using your phone and getting addicted to that, but today I'm going to speak about something else. I'm going to speak about social anxiety and how, by starting to turn around your perception of how you see yourself and how you feel in your own body, that you can go from having social anxiety to feeling extremely free in social interactions, if it's with strangers or if it's with people you know, and having long conversations with people until you just can't have them anymore because you feel so full of social interactions. And why I'm qualified to speak on this is because when I was 20 years old, I started to get symptoms of social anxiety. It started small, and I was blushing in conversations. I felt uncomfortable in long conversations, even with people I knew, and talking to new strangers felt completely overwhelming. So I was like, what the hell is going on? I didn't understand it at the time because I hadn't learned about this in school and I didn't know anything about it. I remember once I was in Zanzibar, a very beautiful island outside the coast of Tanzania, where me and my family have been many times. And I've always felt super free on that island. People are very friendly and open, and you can just be whoever you are, and conversations flow freely. And then one night we were sitting at this restaurant, and the waiter came over to me and he started joking in Swahili, and I couldn't even look at him. I was looking down at the table and I felt so ashamed. And I remember that moment so well. It's 9 years ago now, and I wrote down in my phone that if I didn't fix this problem, I didn't know if I could continue to live, because I loved talking with people, but I couldn't. It felt like a complete prison. So I dove into everything I could on social anxiety and becoming more socially free. I studied people who could walk around into the city and not be embarrassed at all by what strangers thought about them. I viewed people like that guy from Limitless, the movie, and how in one scene in the movie he takes the pill and he says, "All my fear, all my shyness gone." And it was like a dream for me. Like, I want that so badly one day. I started to practice whenever I felt uncomfortable. I stepped into tension and started to talk with people and stayed in that embarrassment, even though that was the last thing I wanted. Day by day, I rose up and I started to step into the tension and into the social anxiety. That is a great way of stretching your muscle and becoming less socially anxious. But I'm going to tell you here about something that you can focus on that will excel what is going on, and going from being socially anxious. You don't even have to be that just shy and feeling like you're a little bit closed off, to becoming really free in social interactions, where you can walk down the street, you can look at people, you can smile to them. When you meet new people, you feel open and relaxed, and you can have great conversations. That everybody is in a place in between having complete social anxiety to around the middle, and very few are in the extreme openness side. For me, I took it to extremes, and what I discovered was that when you are in your head a lot, then you start to get that social anxiety. When your energy is cut off here and you think a lot, you try to analyze. And it's very normal to analyze a lot in our society. And if you look at here, you look at the body, I'm going to draw a very nice drawing here of a stick man. And you think that here you have the brain. This is where most of us live most of the time, here in the brain. So when you view somebody else from the brain, then you get a lot of signals from this other person. He looks at you, he has micro expressions in their face, they move their arms, their hands, and when you try to analyze all of this from your mind, then you get overwhelmed, you start to overthink, and you activate the fight or flight system here, because you cannot understand what is going on from your brain. Of course, you're not completely in your brain, but the more you hear, the more you analyze, the less you understand. It's because the brain itself, the conscious brain, is not equipped to take in that much information and understand it in a coherent way. But the body and feeling the body is way more capable of taking in all of this information and process those billions of bits of data that another person is giving you, and actually figuring out what is going out without you having to think about it. So you can stand there, feel open across a person, and you just feel what the other person is feeling without you trying to analyze what is this to do with me, and what's going on, what was that little micro expression about, and is he not liking me, or am I being too seen? All of those things disappear once you're able to open the link between the head here and the body. Very nice drawing here, right? And you can open the link so you can get out of your head and down into the body. That is the thing that I didn't know when I was 20 years old was going on. I was pushing all my energy in my head and analyzing everything. And I felt trapped and scared, and I didn't even know what was going on. I tried to face people from the head and learn how to face my social anxiety, but I was still in my head. But the moment I was able to cut the link and understand that I needed to get back into my body, to start to relax down into my feet, relax and open my heart, come from the power of my stomach, and just relax down there without analyzing so much, then everything started to change. I started to relax, I started to open, and I started to see people again. Because when you feel from your heart, then you're open to relate to whatever situation that person is in, and you can see them for who they are without you trying to reflect yourself in them and see how they analyze you. You stop analyzing yourself while you're seeing that other person. You kind of just stay with them, see them, and understand what is going on, and you just feel like yourself. This seems a little bit hard, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, how the hell do I feel my body? It is as simple as starting to notice the skin of your body, skin of your feet, and starting to feel tingling around your skin, your neck. You can feel your clothes touching your skin, and you can sit and meditate on this. And the thing is that the more you do this, the more you open the connections from the head to the body. And the key is to feel this. Don't think about the feeling, actually feel the feelings. When you get better and better, you can start to go inside and start to feel your emotions and face them as well. And when you do that, you become more relaxed in your nervous system, and you feel more relaxed when you look at others, and they feel more relaxed when they look at you. And it's amazing how far this can go. And now I'm at this point where I can walk down the street and I can feel open and relate to complete strangers. Before they were just blank shells. I was like, I don't want to be seen. But now I can feel relaxed, open in my heart. I can smile to them, and I can even say hello. And it feels like the barrier between us is very short. Like there is almost no barrier. And I can just step in and say, hello, how are you doing? And we could become friends. And it feels amazing, and I want that for you too. So start to think about this, how you can open yourself to these social interactions and become your most free social self so you can enjoy your life the most you can. Okay? Subscribe if you want to see more of this, and comment and like if this helped you out. I'm Francis Drake, and I see you in another video. Goodbye.